Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's story time. I'm so glad you're here. Today, I'm going to share an exciting tale about a boy named Tim who learned an important lesson about kindness and humility. So sit back, relax, and let's jump right into the story. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a 10-year-old boy named Tim. Tim was very proud and thought he was the best at everything. He lived in a beautiful house with his parents, who often told him he was special, but Tim took it a bit too far. He loved hearing people say how amazing he was and always wanted others to think of him as the smartest and most talented boy in the village. At school, Tim was always quick to remind his classmates of his abilities. He often boasted, saying, "I am the best at math. No one can do a harder problem than me." When it was time for sports, Tim would say, "I can run faster than everyone. You'll never beat me in a race." His friends didn't like hearing this all the time, and some of them even felt sad, but Tim didn't care. He just kept talking about himself, thinking only about how great he was. Tim had some good friends, like Sarah, who was kind and never showed off. Sarah was good at many things too, but she was always humble and liked helping others. However, Tim didn't notice this. He was too busy thinking he was the best. Every day at recess, while the other kids played together, Tim would sit alone, watching the others and telling them how much better he was at sports or how much smarter he was in school. His friends started to avoid him because of his arrogance. One morning, the teacher made an exciting announcement. "We will have a big sports day next month," she said with a smile. "The best runners, jumpers, and players will get medals. The winners will receive shiny gold medals." Tim's eyes sparkled as he heard this. "Gold medals," he thought. "I'm definitely going to win. No one can beat me in any race." Tim was so excited that he couldn't wait to start training. Every day after school, he would run up and down the street, trying to go faster and faster. He didn't care about practicing his technique or improving. All Tim wanted was to show off and win so that everyone would say how amazing he was. "I'll be the fastest and the best," he kept saying. But as the days passed, Tim noticed something strange. Sarah was always calm and focused. She didn't practice in front of the others, and she didn't talk about winning. She just smiled and helped others when they needed it. Tim thought, "Why is she not talking about winning like I am? Doesn't she want to be the best?" But he didn't understand. Sarah knew that the most important thing was to enjoy the challenge and be kind to others. One day, just before the big race, Tim was walking to school when he saw a group of children from his class practicing. They were helping each other. Tim walked over, feeling proud. "I'm going to win every race," he boasted loudly. "You guys better try your best because I'm faster than all of you." But Sarah didn't say anything. She just looked at Tim with a gentle smile and said, "Good luck, Tim. I hope you have fun out there." Tim didn't understand her words, but he brushed them off. Finally, the day of the race arrived. The sun was shining, and all the children gathered at the school field. Tim stood at the starting line, feeling more confident than ever. "I'm going to win," he whispered to himself. "No one can beat me." The teacher blew the whistle and the race started. Tim ran as fast as he could, leaving the others behind. He was so focused on winning that he didn't see a large rock on the track ahead. Tim's feet hit the rock and he fell to the ground with a loud thud. "Ow!" Tim cried as he felt a sharp pain in his knee. He tried to stand up, but the pain was too strong. Tim looked up and saw that the other runners were catching up. He could hear Sarah's voice as she came close. "Are you okay, Tim?" she asked kindly. Tim felt embarrassed. He wanted to be strong and show everyone that he was the best, but now he had fallen. The other runners started to pass him, but instead of ignoring him, Sarah stopped and helped him up. "Don't worry, Tim," she said with a smile. "You can finish the race with us. We'll help you." Tim didn't know what to say. He had never seen anyone so kind before, especially when he had been so rude and proud. With Sarah's help, Tim slowly got back up. "Thanks," Tim said, his voice quiet. Sarah smiled again and said, "Let's go together." It's not about winning, it's about finishing and having fun. Together, they both continued running. Tim's knee hurt, but he wasn't thinking about winning anymore. He realized how kind Sarah had been to him. She didn't leave him behind, even though she could have won easily. As they reached the finish line, Tim was no longer in the lead. Sarah crossed the finish line first, and everyone cheered for her. Tim came in second, and while he wasn't upset about not winning, he did feel something different in his heart. He realized that winning wasn't everything. The real joy came from helping others and being kind. The teacher congratulated Sarah, and then she turned to Tim. Tim, you may not have won the race, but you learned an important lesson today. Sometimes it's more important to be kind and help others than to be the first at something. You showed great sportsmanship by accepting help from your friends. Tim felt a little embarrassed, but he was also proud of the lesson he had learned. He realized that being the best at everything didn't make you a better person. It was better to be kind, humble, and helpful. The next day, Tim apologized to his friends for always boasting about himself. "I'm sorry for always talking about how great I am," he said. "I was wrong, and I want to be a better friend." From that day on, Tim changed. He no longer boasted about being the fastest runner or the smartest student. Instead, he started helping others and listening to them. He joined his friends in games, not to show he was the best, but because he enjoyed spending time with them. He became known not as the boy who was the fastest or the smartest, but as the boy who cared about others and always tried his best. And that's the end of Tim's journey. I hope you enjoyed the story and learned something valuable today. Sometimes it's not about being the best, but being kind and helping others. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe for more stories and hit the bell icon so you never miss one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.